There's a song thrush singing on the far bank. The rain's starting to come down. And the first fish of the session is a small roach. At least I'm not a blanker. I'm getting a second bite. Not long after I cast out as well. Following the first fish on the bank. It's always a good sign. Yep, there we go. I'm about to lift over the tripod there. It's a tight spot. Another small roach. As you often expect in these circumstances, they are fish that do like to shoal together, and therefore you get lots of ones about the same size. But then something bigger pops up, and that's always the plan, isn't it? As I said, there's one or two hanging around there. The snowdrops are now starting to look very, very jaded indeed. Might not always mention them in the video, but I do keep a nature notes paragraph in the blog, and I've just seen a kingfisher fly past. Always great to see those, aren't they? As anglers, we get our fair share of sightings, of course, because we're in one place for a prolonged period of time. And I've been on the canal, for example, where passers-by have said to me very, very excitedly, "Did you see the kingfisher that just came past?" Oh, I've never seen one in my life. And that's from people who are in the 30s, 40s even. And I don't like to put a pin in their balloon and burst all their enthusiasm and tell them that they're actually quite common, and I do see them on a regular basis, sometimes on a number of occasions as the float starts to dip there. Let's strike. No, we won't, because the bail arm wasn't on, so I didn't even touch the float there, so I'm letting that develop. I think what it was, the bail arm had just slipped as I rested it against my bag. As I said, it's quite a tight spot. I'm on a small pool, but the float's still continuing to bob there. Small roach. On this particular venue, that's the staple diet. And it is developing. Let's go, shall we? Yeah, there we are. Another roach. It's a bigger one this time. And again, from the venue, actually, quite a nice fish indeed. You have to be realistic, don't you, when it comes to fish sizes. And here it is, going back. It's no good sitting it out for a 2-pounder if they don't exist. I've cast out again. This is definitely a small roach. A few bobs on the float. But as I've already said, and I've mentioned this on many occasions previously, small fish in themselves aren't necessarily a nuisance, because they will come in, they will feed confidently, and then that will hopefully, back to the plan that you have, hopefully draw bigger fish in. When they see all the small fish, they tend to get feeding themselves as well, don't they? So don't despise the small roach, because they could lead to larger ones. On this venue that I'm on, if I catch a 1-pound fish, that would be a monster. So again, as I've already said, and I do say on many occasions, you've got to be realistic, haven't you, when it comes to fish weights. Otherwise you could be depressed with a 12-ounce roach, and it could be the biggest one in the pond. Going, the float that is, will it be gone? Well, it did, but small roach, not always easy to hit, are they? So look at the maggots. I'm fishing 2 whites on a size 16, and sometimes, as in the case there, one of them is sucked. I'm getting a lot of action from these small roach. That's about the smallest so far. A shoal of the smaller fish have now moved in, because I'm getting a few of this particular size. The roach have been very obliging today, like that song thrush on the far bank.